as for introduction, firstly, Islamic finance. We want to put forward Islamic finance as the alternative for the current or for the world economic framework. But before that, we have to understand that Islamic finance is not just for Muslim. Some assume that Islamic finance is meant only for Muslim to the exclusion of all others. This is an incorrect assumption. That is the first thing that we have to bear in mind and also need to be spread to the other parties or to the other peoples. Although Islam is basically represented by a set of belief and benefits, the benefits of its social, political, economic principles are not restricted to Muslim only. They are meant for the common good of humanity at large. Okay? So in view of the current financial crisis, radical change is a must. So most of the Westerners, I live in United Kingdom currently, so most of the bankers and economists in United Kingdom and some other part of the Europe are seeking for alternative because they are currently suffering with a lot of losses because of the turmoil and financial crisis. So they are looking and seeking for alternative. But unfortunately, Muslims are not very ready to propose a comprehensive system that can replace the current system. Alright? But as a stepstone, as a first step, we have to bear in mind that a radical change must be put in place in order to rectify the current economic and financial framework. So comprehensive reform in the present system, which has been proven by empirical evidences to be faulty, we should not be afraid of any suggestion of radical changes. So in this presentation, I will try to point out some of the radical changes that need to be done and have to be done in order for us to get rid and avoid ourselves from this kind of financial crisis. So the current problem in general, the system itself, okay, planned economy and versus free market economy. I think I would not touch on this one because maybe it's kind of too philosophical. Yeah, the limitation imposed and so on and so forth. And the individual play a lot of role in order to be the effect, or because individual, they are the one who create the problem. Okay, they are because of their greediness to accumulate as much wealth as they can. All right, because we see after this, inshallah, the sub-mortgage. Why it has happened? One of the reason is because of the greediness of the people and the bankers. All right, because they are giving loan to those who have no jobs, no income, but yet they are given loans, and then that kind of loan has been collateralized, okay, into CDO and then sell to the other party. We will touch into that later on, inshallah. And from the Islamic perspective, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has remind us that in Surah Al-Humazah, woe to every backbiter, derider who accumulates wealth and counts it. He thinks that his wealth has made him eternal. So that is reminder from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to all Muslims especially, and all people to avoid from being greediness. And then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if a son of Adam owns 2 valleys of gold, he would strive for having a third one. It is only dust of the grave that may fill the belly of the son of Adam. Okay, that hadith reminds us that all people, most of the people, are very greedy. Alright, so they will not satisfy with their wealth. Okay, they will search for more and more, regardless the means. Okay, from the Quran, we get to the prohibition of riba and their punishment and severe punishment. Allah Ta'ala has said, A'udzubillahi minasyaitanir rajim, Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu taqullaha ma baqiya minar riba in kuntum mu'minin, fa illam taf'alu fa'dhanu biharbin minallahi wa rasulih. So, oh, you believe, fear Allah and give up what still remains of riba if you are believers, true believers, if you are true believers, but if you do not do it, do not obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then lead to the declaration of war from Allah and His Messenger. However, yours is your principle, neither wrong or be wrong. Okay, so that is in Surah Baqarah, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also remind all of the people about Yamhaqullah riba wa yurbi sadaqat. Allah will destroy riba and nourishes charity and alms. Okay, so also is not only prohibited in Islam but also in other religion as well, such as in Christianity and so on. Okay, so because of that, we have to understand that the first problem is the interest system and monetary system. This is the first cause of the financial crisis that we have today. Okay, so the interest system is ribawi system. We have also the scholars also ask about the fiat money. So we have to know that fiat money that we are using today is have a lot of problem in terms of the Shariah. Okay, because it is not backed by gold or silver, and it does not have any intrinsic value, and also in our current money system and financial system, money are being considered and regarded as commodity, being traded to get more wealth, and money has been. That is the first problem which is existent in our current financial system. So in Islam, we have to know that money must be created only as medium of exchange and as a measure of value. This important concept, negligence of which has created systemic errors in our setup. Okay, and also we have to know that fractional reserve system also role in terms of the problem, because the fractional reserve system, meaning in a layman terminology, we can say that a bank, when they use it from, firstly, a bank when they are giving out loan to a person or companies, say 1,000, say, okay, so they will impose some or interest. That is the first how money being created, and then that money in the market used by the borrowers in order to develop anything and to be utilized for any purpose. But before that, the person will also deposit that kind of money into another bank. Okay, so another bank, when they get that 1,000, for example, 1,000, they will be able to create more money from that 1,000. Okay, so when they have 1,000, they are create 9,000, for example. Okay, so the discussion about this has been discussed by scholars also, and then but for us to change the current system to a full rhythm, I think that need a lot of from the Muslim perspective, because we Muslim or Islamics or scholars in Islamic jurisprudence, when they want to propose any idea in order to make radical changes in current financial system, we have to know that in the current system, demand and supply play a big role. If you do not have any power of money, you do not have a huge amount of money, you do not have a huge amount of demands, you will be able to do anything or to anything. Okay? So, view of that, having said that, our scholars, they do not have any choice, because we want to introduce gold dinar, for example, into condition and situation. Most of the scholars says that we all of us support gold dinar, but in terms of practical, it's very difficult for the time being. The gold itself, that physical money, okay, gold itself has been stored by the Americans in their Federal Reserve. Most of in this world today, about 30 to 40% gold are being reserved by United, okay, and some other countries, Muslim countries, okay. And then in order for us to